The boy Dub Deuce in the building.
All right, what up, what up, what up? It is that guy Dub, and I'm back with another video. How you guys doing at the end of the day? Shouting, I'm good money. Now today, we've got a special guest in the building. You saying coming live from Mr. Keep Fucking Hustling LLC. What's going on, Rashid Shepherd? What's going on, my brother?
What's good, man? You know what I mean?
Chilling, man. Just trying to make it do what it do. Now, before we get into this thing, I want to go ahead and pay some bills. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got to pay the man his due. You saying if you guys like this hat right here, make sure you go to dreamaliveuniversity.com, type in the discount code that got dub at checkout. You can get 15% off your order. Also, this guy right here, this is Little Dub. He's courtesy of CIA Customs. Check out Denver Morales on Facebook. You saying he can get you hooked up. He's not gonna look as dope as Little Dub, but you say he gonna make it do what it do. Now, with that being said, brother, you said welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
What's good, man? How you?
Man, I'm good, man. Now you said we came to be about because of our sister Miss Slim Goody model. You know what I'm saying? It was
yes.
awesome person, man. You said so. Like, first question is, how did y'all two link up?
We linked up through online.
Okay.
I met her through online, like, you know what I mean? So
okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And she came upstate to do a party for me, whatever, and she killed it, like, you know what I mean? And she was a great host. So
you said, like, I definitely give her flowers, man. She's done the show like 3 times, man. She's been dope every time. Like, and then and you said our last interview we did. Shout out to Miss Nina Amore. You said model out of Orlando, Florida. And she just kept talking about keep fucking hustling, keep fucking hustling. I was like, yo, I got to get this man on my show, man. I was like, because I got to know what it's about. So, like, how did keep fucking hustling get started?
Well, I mean, before keep fucking hustling, I'm the president of Fire Magazine. So I do a magazine with my other 2 brothers that live in Ohio. The magazine is based out in Ohio, whatever, like, you know what I mean? So I've been doing that since 2015. I jumped on board, you know what I mean? So from 2015 to 2020, we've been doing the magazine, like, you know what I mean? The magazine came out in 2012, so, you know what I mean? So I jumped on board in 2015 to get New York popping with it, you know what I mean? And we did a great job with that, like, you know what I mean? So then when the pandemic happened, we couldn't do parties, whatever, with the magazine, because that's how we launched the magazine. Every time we do parties, you know what I mean? So I just kept saying, damn, gotta keep fucking hustling, like, you know what I mean? And then one of my close friends was like, yo, you should make that into a brand, like, you know what I mean? So that's what I did, like, you know what I mean? So now here we is with the keep fucking hustling. You got the keep fucking hustling snapbacks, keep fucking hustling hoodies, you know?
Oh, you saying, like I said, I was looking through your page and everything. I'm definitely gonna have to jump on board with some keep fucking hustling apparel myself, because you say, hey, we out here grinding, man. You said, like, dude, I've been a truck driver for 20 years. You said I decided to jump on this podcast thing, and you said and interview people and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, everybody's got a story to tell. You know what I'm saying? It's like you and especially in today's time, like it was a saying that I coined. You said during the pandemic, I was like, you said, if the pandemic didn't make a hustler out of you, there's no hustle in you. Period. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it was just like when I look at your brand, it's like using the urban streetwear, and I see you also got the using the lingerie and the bathing suits and everything like that.
I try to mix it up.
Yeah,
you know, I try to mix it up.
Yo, Slim.
I got my
Go ahead.
I got my new brand I'm working on too. Like, you know what I mean? It's out right now. RichHustleApparel.com. You go to RichHustleApparel.com, and you can see that one too. So, you know.
Definitely. Now, next question will be, you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people, they want to start a business. You know what I'm saying? They have an idea for a business, but you don't know what the first step might be in starting that business. So like somebody who got an idea in their head on how they want to start a business, what's the first thing you would tell them to do?
First thing you gotta do, study what you want to do. First thing I tell them, study what you want to do and learn the ins and outs of everything that you want to do. Like, you know what I mean? And then you gotta get a DBA. You feel what I'm saying? You know, and then you go from there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
now you saying like you got some fire designs that you saying on your IG that I'm looking at right now. You said do you handpick your stuff, or you just kind of like you saying you do you let other your team around you do that, or are you more hands on with like everything?
I'm hands on with everything. I do it all. Like, you know what I mean. When it comes to keep fucking hustling, yeah, it's me. I do it all. Like, so.
Okay. Now you said it could be nerve wracking, especially because you know like you got different materials and you said stuff like that. You said like, are you one of those type of people like you said like you pay attention to every specific detail? Or is it just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I kind of have a scheme that I want to go with, and I use it. So I just kind of like less broad. You know what I mean? It's like, so do you like when you pick your patterns? Is it like I'm touching every pattern, or you just go like I like that color? You know what I'm saying?
Now I touch every like when I'm doing my patterns, yeah, I gotta be really what's the word for careful when I'm doing it, because everything is different. All the patterns that I pick is different, from the fonts to the colors to the material to everything. So you gotta be really, you know, hands on with that, and you gotta know what you're doing. So
Absolutely. Now you said like, what are your favorite ways to market? Because you know, say right now we've got TikTok, we got Twitter, we have Facebook, IG, Snapchat. What is the social media platform that you get the most traction on?
the most traction I get on is Facebook and IG.
Okay.
You know what I
You see,
mean?
you see, like I was talking to Slim Goody because like
Yeah.
she is TikTok queen. You see,
Oh yeah, I know that. I know that. Man.
you see,
I
so
try to
like,
get like I try to get into it, but you know, we'll see. We'll see about that. I mean,
you
because I'm still, you know.
oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Now you saying it's like now you was talking about parties and stuff. You said now everything's coming back because we're pretty much out of the
Yeah.
pandemic, everything like that. Now you said so like once everything started to open back up, how hard was it to rebuild that clientele with the party scene?
It wasn't that hard. Like, you know, because we was doing parties way before the
Mhm,
pandemic anyway. Like, you know what I mean? So I started doing parties in 2015,
mhm.
around the magazine. So it wasn't that hard to get back. Like, you know what I mean? And then once the pandemic over, we just launched the new magazine too. So once the pandemic was over, we came back with the Fire magazine. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So, you know, we introducing the team. Like, this magazine right here is we introducing the team, whatever. So this magazine's a digital and print magazine. So, you know, and we the first magazine to put the QR codes in it so you can scan and, you know,
Mhm.
tap in with the people more.
Okay. That's what's up. You said like you mentioned Ohio. What part of Ohio?
Columbus, Ohio.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah,
Well, I live in Canton, and I got a bunch of
okay,
people up in Cleveland, so you know what I'm saying. It's like,
okay.
and I've actually got a comedian friend of mine out of Columbus, named by the name of Sister Lou. You know what I'm saying, and so I'm kind of tapped in down there in Columbus as well, which is why I was asking because, like I said, you never know who you said who may reach who. You said you
Yeah.
mentioned Ohio, so my ears perked up because I'm like, okay, I live in Ohio. You say so, like, hey, we can keep shit moving. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the dope thing. Like one of the biggest reasons I wanted to reach out to you in the first place, because like I said, you saying everybody's got a platform, everybody's got a reach, you know what I'm saying, so we can make it do what it do, you know. Now, in being in the fashion industry, how competitive, like, 'cause I'm not, because a lot of people want to do it, not everybody, but a lot of people want to do it. So, how competitive is it? You saying for you saying reaching the masses with your brand when you've got every Tom, Dick, and Harry doing it. And I'm gonna keep it 100. Not every Tom, Dick, and Harry has the same quality that I'm seeing out of your products. I'm looking at a post right now, and you got stuff made out of Italy. You said some
Oh yeah,
dope.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
I'm like,
working on I'm working on the sneakers right now. So yeah.
yes. So what you said, like, because a lot of people will fold under pressure, especially when it comes to competition. So how do you take having competition around you? I guess is the better question I wanted to ask.
I look at it like motivation, you know. The more competition the better, because you want to get better in what you do anyway. So, you know, I look at it like, you know, like I said, competition, you know what I mean? I don't hate on no man. So, you know, if it's hot, I rock his wear too. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like there's no hate over here. It's just all love, and you know, that's how I look at it. All competition, and you know.
Definitely. And you saying like we definitely gonna have to you said get you said a collab together because you said to get this guy. You said with a keep fucking hustling. You said logo on him
Yeah.
somewhere. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
said
we're
like
gonna work on that.
yeah. So now with when you see models, you think like we keep coming back to Slim Goody because, like I said, she's our sister. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yes.
so. What is it that you look for when you're reaching out to models? You said market your brand.
I look for first I look for their real model. You know what I mean? I look on their page to see if they really doing this 24/7 or it's just for IG. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Once I establish that, you know, I hit them up. I see what they, you know, what they want for everything, and we go from there. Like, you know what I mean? You know, I look for the look too. The look, you gotta be, you know what I mean? You gotta be nice. You gotta be outgoing. You gotta be sexy, of course. Like, you know what I mean? But most importantly, you gotta be a real model, and you gotta know what you're doing. So, you know, to rep the brand.
Yeah, absolutely, because it's so many of them out here to think just because I take a picture with the 3-second timer, I'm a model. No.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? So, you know, they take a picture with their iPhone, they put it up, or, you know, know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Now you saying like before we started the interview because you asked me for a flyer. You know what I'm saying like, and usually I take my time when it comes to flyers. And actually, I did take my
Yeah,
time with the one I sent you. You said because like, and
yeah,
sometimes it's easier because you said idea hit you. You said so like when the idea hit me, you said I started putting stuff together. I sent it to you. You liked it. You said and everything like that. It's just like because I was looking, I wanted to do a full body picture of you. You saying, but in that picture, what you saying, what you and Slim Goody just like fit perfectly. I saw the freaking car on
yeah.
IG. I'm like, yo, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? So like, and it's like, I guess it's a mixture of geniuses. You know what I'm saying? It's like you saying like your brand is a genius. I mean, it's like it's loud. It's in your face.
Mm-hmm.
You, it's like to the point. You saying it's like there's no, you know what I'm saying? I guess timidness or you know what I'm saying like you said Mr. Rah Rah grab your nuts. I'm gonna say what the fuck I gotta say. You know what I'm saying? So like, is that how you live your life? You saying like, yo, this is me. This is who I am. You saying take it or get rolled over.
Yeah, like you know, like when I'm out there doing what I do, that's how I live my life. But when I'm, you know, I'm a family man too, so you know, I got kids, whatever. You know, I got daughters went to high school. You know, I got my twins that's in junior high school. So you know, it's like you know, like when I'm doing my brand, when I'm out there, yeah, because I want everybody to know that you know this brand is straight motivation, determination, grind, hard work. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Never getting up on your dreams. So you know, you gotta be like that when you out there. But you know, when I'm home, you already know when we home, that's
Oh
our
yeah.
safe. So you could download all that when you're
Mhm.
home. So you know.
Now you saying with your apparel, do you have a storefront or you strictly online?
I mean, right now I'm strictly online, but the storefront's coming soon. You know, you know what I mean.
Okay.
So
And you have any ideas for locations?
right now, cause I live upstate New York, like I live in New York, so I live upstate New York, so if it's gonna be a location, it might be in Poughkeepsie or somewhere, like you know. So
Okay. You saying that like you see a lot of you saying hip hop artists. You saying
yeah,
dabbling in the fashion. Like you said, I guess the first person that comes to mind is like somebody like a West Side Gun, who's really into the higher end fashion. And like I said, once
yeah,
again, I'm looking at the quality of your products. You're saying they're giving me high end. You know what I'm saying? It's like
yeah,
you see, so like because I got a feeling I already know it because just with the name alone, keep fucking hustling. You saying you're gonna get you saying to that point where you say you'll see a West Side Gun or somebody, or you saying rocking your shit down there, you saying the red carpet. Now you said we're manifesting right now. So you said
yeah,
like
yeah,
say you turn on MTV and the VMAs is coming on, you see you saying Eminem or somebody, it don't even matter anybody. You saying we're walking down the red carpet with keep fucking hustling on. What you saying? Well, like, what's the thought that would go through your head in that process? Because we manifesting, brother. That's gonna happen.
Yeah. I mean, well, that be blessed. You know what I mean? If I see that, I know that you know that the massive is looking and watching, and they're gonna go to the website soon. Like, you know what I mean? So, you know, I got the website kfhfashions.com. You know what I mean? So, you know, but yeah, that'll be a blessing, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You know what I
Like
mean?
I said,
So,
we manifested, brother. You know what I'm saying? Hey, now it's like outside of you saying the fashion and and the parties and everything. What is certain things that you're interested in?
um, I do a lot of I do like handiwork. You know what I mean? I be doing like around the house, whatever. But most of all is my fashion. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm really focused on right now, the fashion. You know what I mean? And then when my two brothers want to get back with the magazine, we jump back in the magazine. So, you know, that's just, you know.
Definitely, definitely. Now you said you mentioned family earlier. You said
Yeah.
is family are they also a part of your business, or do you say was that separate?
Well, they support the business. They wear the brand, you know what I mean? My daughter's like my models, my little models up and coming, you know what I mean? Because they like to wear my, you know what I mean, the brand, whatever. But, yeah, so, well, they're part of it, you know what I mean? So, in a big way, you know what I mean? When they let me know what logos is not it, what logos is it? So, you know, so.
And that's definitely a blessing because you say like especially when you're dealing with social media. A lot of times, like once you start growing on social media, usually it's your family that's the last to support you, which
Yeah.
is a funny and interesting and like crazy concept within itself. Because you would think your family would be the first one, but you say you look at your comment section or you say your analytics 9 times out of 10 it's complete strangers using that as
Yeah.
using the support you harder than your family. You say, why do you think that a lot of times family will be the last to support you? This is a question I ask everybody.
Um, you know, family, some people don't get it. Some people only get 9 to 5. They don't get like you can do this and you could do that too. You can if you choose to do a 9 to 5 every day, you could do the 9 to 5, come home and work on your brand. But you know, some people in the family come from that old era that they just focus on that 9 to 5 and that's it. So you know, so
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
you know what I mean?
Now, you said, like I said, another thing I try to like teach on my platform is positivity to the kids. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Not that like me personally, I've gotten my fair share of backlash. You know what I'm saying in my comment section. I don't give a shit. You say, hey, talk about me. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Now, if one of your kids came to you and said, "Dad" or "Pops," you say like you said, I got some people like they talking real reckless, real crazy to me in my comment section. It's really starting to piss me off, and I kind of want to go do something. You said, so like, how would you have that conversation with your child about you said the comment section?
Um, I try to tell them to ignore it. Like, you know what I mean? Truth be told, I'd be like, you know, no, but I know my kids, this is their era. They believe everything that's online. They believe everything they see on TikTok. So it's like it's hard to tell them to not to look at it. So, you know, I just tell them, you know, use your words. Like, you know what I mean? You know how to talk back to them. You know how to, like, if it's really bothering you, you know what I mean? But most of all, I tell them to ignore it, block it, delete it, whatever, you know.
You just and it's like we're in a because you're right. We're in an era where these kids is taking over, especially with the internet and things like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and it's definitely not how we grew up. You know what I'm saying? It's
No.
just like I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, this is a large T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
You saying like back in like 2005, it'd probably be a 3XT. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? With some
yeah,
some
yeah.
Jabot jeans or something like that. You say it's like, and like to me, I'm old school. You see, so
Mm-hmm.
like I'm not really into this. If I gotta jump to get in my jeans, we got a problem. You see, it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
but you see these kids, you know what I'm saying? They use it like now, you saying they wearing skinny jeans and purses and stuff, and they calling it drip. You saying I'm like, you dripping what? Pussy juice, nigga? Because that's
You know what I mean? But hey, like, you know, when we used to do certain things back then, I mean, in the old era, we used to say the same thing, like, you know, that's not it. Or when hip hop first, you know, it's 50 years of hip hop, so, you know, when hip hop first came out, you already know what they said. Like, you know what I mean? Back then it was trash, it was this. Now look at it now, like, you know what I mean? So, you know, I just look at it like it's their era. This is how they want to dress. It's whatever, man. Like, you know, whatever. I look at it like whatever the youth want is gonna go up because of the youth.
Right.
They really not catering to us. They catering to the youth. But if you listen to all the songs, they catering to the youth. Like, you know what I mean? You got some older people that still act like they 21 and stuff like that, but it's mostly for the youth, this era right here, man.
Okay, and you said no. We're gonna stay on the topic of fashion, and you just brought up 50 years of hip hop.
Yep.
Now, with 50 years, what to you? What was the greatest era of fashion in hip hop?
I had to say the late 90s, early 2000s, you know, so I mean, I miss how like you know, like I came up when Carcanal was out, you know. I mean, Fubu, you know, Fat Farm, you know, Baby Fat, Apple Bottom. So, you know, all the black-owned brands was popping back then, you feel what I'm saying? I see now that the kids, like, I feel like probably we didn't teach enough to the youth, whatever, like, or they need to study because now they just want to wear, you know, the other brands, the Gucci's and the Louis Vuittons and, you know, instead of the black-owned brands. You know what I'm saying? So
you said, well, speaking of that, okay, you said, you know, I guess Gucci had some controversy a couple of years back with some, I guess you said some racist, you said articles of clothing that you said that people took. Now, you had a lot of people boycott them, but then you would see somebody like you said, a Floyd Mayweather still rock with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, to you like to have somebody as big as like a Floyd Mayweather still rock with something that's considered blatantly racist, how disrespectful to the culture do you think that is?
Well, you know, I mean, that's Floyd, right?
Yep.
Floyd ain't gonna care, right? You know what I mean? From saying he been rich for a long time, so he's looking at it probably in a different way than we looking at it. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know,
Okay.
you know what I mean? I can't really answer that because, you know, me, I don't wear that. Like, you know what I mean? I wear my brand only, keep fucking hustling, Rich Hustle Apparel, like, you know what I mean? You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I support other black-owned business. So, you know, I don't, know what I mean? But, you know, everybody is different. So
You just it's like now you hear the question all the time, support black business.
yeah.
And it's like somebody I was getting into an argument with somebody a couple of weeks ago, and it was about this topic. They was like, "Why are you always saying support black business? You be mad if white people say support white businesses?" I'm like, because everything's a white fucking business if you think about it outside of a black owned business, it's a white fucking business. It's like he was like, well, why do you have to say it? It was like because we want to, you saying, embody and empower our people. You know what I'm saying, to support one another instead of living into the fucking stereotypes that you motherfuckers have put on us. You tend to think that we all tearing each other down. No, we out here trying to build each other up. And the motherfuckers like, what? You say you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. So like, why do you think it's so important to support black business, other than what you said, what I just said?
It's important because we need to start sticking together. Because you know what I mean. We look at each other as competition instead of sticking together. You feel what I'm saying? You know, everything we do gotta be competition. Everything it can never be. Let's go half on this. Let's you know, it's always you know what I mean. There's always an issue. There's always a problem. So we gotta change that with ourselves. Like you know what I mean. You know, if we could look at if every black person or you know what I mean could look at each other as brothers and sisters, it'd be more better because you You got the Mexicans working together, right? You got certain cultures and everything working together, except for us, like, so, you know.
Mm-hmm. You said, and this is a PSA for all black people. You saying if y'all can go to Vegas and put together 20,000, you saying for a section at a club to see Gucci Mane or 2 Chainz or somebody, y'all could get a few more friends, get $50,000 together. You know what I'm saying? Start a franchise restaurant. Now everybody eating instead of just wasting money at the club. You said there's ways you said to get it out here, and you saying like I said, that's why I try to bring people on my platform. You saying that's got a vision, that's got goals. You saying that's aspirational, which is once again why I wanted to, you said pick your brain and have you on. You know what I'm saying? It's like you said like what advice would you give to you said like say you go down the street and you see some young brothers on the corner and you saying they like, man, it's hard out here, man. Ain't no way to get it, man. You saying they don't want to hire a brother. You saying nothing like that. What would be the if you walked in on that conversation? What would be the thing that you would say to them?
I mean, first I would tell them, you know what I mean, have faith. You know what I mean, you gotta believe in something. You gotta have faith in something. So you know, and then I'll tell them, you know, what they're good at, what they're into. Like, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You gotta have a skill. You feel what I'm saying? You can't just, you know, live in life without a skill. So you gotta be able to, you know, have something. So I'll ask them that. Once I find out that, then we could go, you know, we go further. But everybody got to pick their own choices in life too. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was never the person you see today. I wasn't there 10, 15 years ago. You feel what I'm saying? So you just everybody got to work their own path in life. You know what I mean? And you know, and find out what you're good at.
Definitely. Now you said like now also
the most
with
important
the
thing. The most important thing, stay in school. Like, you know what I mean? A lot, you know, whatever you're doing, stay in school, learn what you can learn, and then get out there. So
definitely. Now you said like I said another thing you said especially when it comes to the youth, you said like a lot of them are inspirational too. You know what I'm saying? Because like we're seeing a lot of these kids. You would think like because we all grew up with Nintendo and Atari and Sega and the first PlayStation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now you see these kids online making millions of dollars a year playing video games on the internet. Usually, so like just going along with your brand, keep fucking hustling. I'm hustling on Roblox or using or whatever. Using now you got 13-year-olds, you said what you cut it was the Andy with toy review. This kid makes you saying $5 million a year reviewing toys. You know, it's like so it's a way for everybody to get it out here, man. It's like so like what is something you see in the youth that keeps you motivated?
I see they drive. I see the youth today don't, you know, they don't hold back. Like, you know what I mean? Like during the pandemic with all that stuff was going on with the George Floyd, like they stood up. Like I seen that. I seen today youth is not gonna sit back and let anything happen. They're gonna speak their voice, you know what I mean, speak their mind. So the youth today is good, you know what I mean? And they're using online very well. Because you got people rich at 21, you got people rich at 18, you got people, so you know, they're using the platform, you know what I mean? But, you know, I always say, you know, the old generation built that platform so they can eat today. You know what I mean? You feel what I'm saying? Just like in hip hop and everything. Whatever they make it today, people went through hell back then. So you can see that today, like, you know what I mean? So, you know, it's always, you know, there's always a past to a future. So
Definitely. Now, like me, I'm into cars. That's using that's an extracurricular hobby of mine. Do you like cars?
Yeah.
Okay. You said like stylistically, you saying what kind of cars are you into?
I mean, when I was a kid, I was into racing cars. You know what I mean? Now, you know, it's more like the Benzes and the Beamers and stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? So,
Mhm. Now you said it's like I got touching on that. You said like BMW, which is a brand I don't really like that much, but you said that 760i is
yeah,
crazy with the flip down screen in the back. You said it's like because technology has come so far. You said to where you can got a flip down monitor in the back seat of your car.
yeah.
I mean a full size monitor. You just like it's like I know that a lot of people said that you saying that in 2020 we'd have flying cars at this point. And of course, you
Yeah.
know, you got other brands that are doing away with the combustion engine and you know things like that. And I know this is like an off kilter question, but you know, it's like, do you actually in our lifetime seeing car going full electric with everything?
I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? It's gonna happen though. It's gonna happen one day. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know, we might be old. We're old when it happened, like, you know what I mean? But it's gonna happen one day, like, you know what I'm saying? Technology is gonna keep advancing, keep growing, like, you know what I mean? So it's gonna happen.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Now you saying back to the you saying like the party stuff. You saying
Yeah.
because you know we love the party. You know what I'm saying it's like I always wanted to ask this question, like, what is the best night for you? Because like 'cause a lot of people would think you saying like Saturday, but I also see some people like say Sunday. So for like when you're doing your thing with the parties, you saying what is your best night?
My best night is a Friday and Saturdays. You know what I mean? Because I know I could get the crowd out Friday, and I know I could get the crowd out Saturday. So, you know what I mean? I normally do parties on Fridays and Saturdays. I try to keep it
Okay,
like that. You know what I mean?
definitely. You see, like, is it a specific club that you have, or is you saying you just a promotion?
And sometimes, cause I live upstate New York, like I said, so sometimes I do my parties in my backyard. Like, you know
Mhm,
what I mean? So I got a nice sized backyard. Like, you know what I mean? Because, you know, every year I do my networking in Champagne. So this is my
mhm.
third year. So I'm gonna be doing it in October. You know what I mean? Next weekend actually, I'm gonna be doing
Okay,
my third annual networking in Champagne in my backyard. So I normally use that. If not, I'll probably use a venue out here, or I go down to Manhattan, or you know, down to the city.
okay. Now you said now your annual event. You said what does that consist of? Is it like influencers? Is it you saying is it just everyday people? Or is it an open or closed event? You saying like
It's both.
explain that a little.
It's both. It's both. It could be influencers, everyday people come through. You just networking the Champagne, getting to know everybody. You feel what I'm saying? I like to bring the people together, so make everybody have a good time. You get free champagne all night. You know, you just have just have a good time. You know what I mean? Tell everybody where you're from, what you do in life. It's a good time.
Definitely. You saying like you don't like when you hear stuff like that. You saying you think you saying like I guess you saying you said the Rock Nation brunch or whatever. It's like
Yeah, yeah.
so like how'd you come up with that idea? Because actually that is I mean it's a super dope idea. You know what I'm saying? And I like it.
I mean, I came up with it one day just sitting back, looking at other events, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start doing a network champagne, like, what I mean? Because I want people to come. I want people to come and mingle with people. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's gonna be music playing, whatever, but I want you to engage with people, get to know people, like, you know what I mean? And so that's what the networking champagne is about. I mean, getting to know everybody. I mean, um, just tapping in with the people.
Definitely. Like I said, it's a super dope idea. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
kudos to you for your third annual. So we're definitely gonna you know what I'm
Thank you.
saying
Thank
give you your props. You said please let me know. You saying whatever flyers that you have because I will post it up on my social media. You saying
you. Okay.
you know
Okay.
I'm saying show the love back. You know
Thank you.
now
Thank you.
you saying it's like I've seen you. I'm seeing you saying the hats. You saying I'm seeing the shoes now that you saying the laundry. Is there any
Mm.
other you type styles of clothes that you want to add to your repertoire?
Like I do sweatsuits, you know, I do track suits, stuff like that. But I'm gonna start doing like dress shirts, stuff like that. You know what I mean? More for the formal events, like you know what I mean. So you know, I'm gonna start doing stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I want to tap into designing for like the Met Gala shit. You know, so I'm gonna start tapping and stuff like that in a minute. You know what I mean? But I wanted to do the streetwear first because I know it could pop off. When you know, you do something for, you know, you do something for the streets. You do something for, you know what I mean? You tap in with that market first, and then I'm gonna go up. You know what I mean?
Right. You saying that, like, I'm looking at your logo. You saying the first thing that came to my mind, especially when you mentioned dress shirts, was
Yeah.
cufflinks. That logo would look dope
Yeah.
as shit as a cufflink. You know, I'm not even gonna cap to you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You said, so if you said you come out with some cufflinks, let me know because you said I'd rock
Okay.
the shit out of that. You said like
I got you. I got you.
because you know you said like cufflinks a lot of times are a statement piece by themselves because you know you said you
Yeah.
already got your pocket square, but if somebody sees some cufflink, how many times you been somewhere and seen a cufflink like yo that's kind of fire. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I know. I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about. I seen a couple. My cousin just got married. My cousin just got married in Jamaica, and he had cufflinks of his father that passed away. Rest in peace, to my cousin. You know what I mean? And you know, so it was hard. It was hard. I was like, oh, I mean, so yeah.
You said and like you said definitely rest in peace. You know, and it's like I guess that'll lead us into the next thing. It's like because especially during the pandemic, we all dealt with adversity. We either knew somebody, heard
Yeah.
about somebody, or saw it on the news that you said perish because of the Rona. You said we call
Okay.
it the Rona because we don't want to
Yeah.
get flagged and all that other BS. You know, the Rona. You know, it's like, and we've all used lost people. You said to using many things in life. You said when you're trying to build a brand and you said you suffer a devastating loss or you said is or setback, how important is it to for one, you can talk your feelings out, but to dig in and keep fucking hustling.
It's 100%. It's 100%. You gotta be strong. Like you know what I mean. You can't. It's not for the weak. Like you know what I mean. So when you like you have like a death, whatever, you can take your time out the morning, whatever. But you definitely gotta get back to business. You definitely, you know what I mean. If this is like your main thing, you definitely gotta get back to business. Like you know what I mean. So you know, and it's like my main thing. You know what I mean.
Mhm.
The magazine, the clothes, you know, that's my main thing that I focus on. So, you know what I mean? So, you know, like I said, you know, you take your time out the morning, you know what I mean? And just get back to business. Just make sure you know, don't lose focus of what you're doing.
Right. You saying that like I just did a podcast yesterday. It was actually a men's health summit where we you saying because like a lot of times you saying like we don't discuss, you know, men with mental health. It's just push, 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 drive, drive, drive. You know what I'm saying? It's like whatever we
Yeah.
got going on, we put it to the back burner because we you saying a word about everybody. You saying worried about everybody else.
Yeah.
Now you saying like
Yeah.
I was part of a women's health summit a few weeks back, and you said my guy Lex Vegas also has a show here at Redline Radio. You know what I'm saying? Thursdays for the culture. I come on at 3 p.m. He comes on at 7 p.m. Hashtag Thursdays for the culture. But he brought up a
Okay.
point. He was like, women always tell us men need therapy. Men need therapy. You need to go to therapy. You need to go to therapy. And Lex brought up something. He was like, how do you know he's not getting therapy? You saying, how do you know you saying he's not sitting on the phone for an hour and a half talking to his guys? You saying because it's a safe
Mhm.
space for him. You know what I'm saying? So like in your opinion, you said, can your guys be your safe space, or do you think that you saying that us as black men, you saying should go down the therapy route?
I mean, me, I don't really believe in all that therapy, but if some people do, that's what you go that route. Like, you know what I mean? Me, I got, you know, like I said, I got my family, you know what I mean? Family's the support, like, you know what I mean? But if you don't got family, you know what I mean, and you don't got nobody else, I recommend it, you know, therapist or you seek somebody to talk to. Because us as men, we, you know, we look at that as, you know, soft talking. your feelings out, stuff like that. But it's actually kind of good to talk your feelings because you know you don't want it all built up inside, and you know you want to let somebody know what you're going through. So
You're right, because you know what I'm saying. Like when I was part of the Men's Health Summit yesterday, you were saying it was a couple of guys in there that either talked about or you said had tried in their lifetime self-deletion. You know, saying it's like, and which is why I brought it up in the first place about us as black men talking to each other. You know, saying it's like, because like I said, if therapy's not you saying you'll get down, you say it's best to talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I've got people in my life that have you said self-deleted because they felt like they didn't have nobody to talk to, which is why, you know what I'm saying, I always check on my guys, I check on my people, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna let you know from here going forward, you saying don't trip out, you know what I'm saying, like you said, but every now and again I put, yo, you good? You said, that's just how I am, you know what I'm saying? And I just wish more people would be like that, you know what I mean?
that's why you got the young boys today shooting up everything because they in their feelings. They don't got nobody to talk to, like they keep it inside. So instead of, you know, like I said, we look at that as soft. So young men today probably look at that. That's why you got all this gunplay and stuff like that today. Because where we from back in the days is we shoot the 5. Like, you know what I mean? You feel what I'm saying? We're going to use our hands, but it's a little different. You know what I mean? So definitely, like, if anybody out there going through things, you know, you need to talk to somebody, you know. But, you know. Other than that, like, to me, whatever you're doing in life, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
No, I'm good. Go ahead.
Use like he was, I guess, alluding to saying like whatever you're going through in life is somebody you could talk to. You saying whether if you think if you consider self-deletion, or if you consider it, and you said stuff like there were hotlines with people you could talk to, and you said like I know you saying we talking about the clothes and we talking about you, but I just also want to you said make sure that you said we talking to the people as well. You know what I'm saying? Because like because like I said, it's ways to get around any situation that you in. You know what I mean? Like I said, my DMs is always open. You know, so like if you out there and you listening to me right now and you going through it, you know what I'm saying, if you need somebody to talk to, be like, yo, Dub, you know what I'm saying, I'm going through blah 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 blah. The best I can do to try to get you some help, or you saying, or talk you down, or you saying like just give your mind some ease. You said I'm definitely willing to do that because you said that's the kind of guy I am, and you said which is why I do what I do, and which is why I also appreciate my platform. Now, with that being said, we're gonna get back to the fun. You said, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when you when you think of New York, you saying it's like New York. It's like the mecca of hip hop. You saying like we know it's done bounced around. You saying like to the West Coast, to the Midwest, down south, and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like now we supposedly still got coming up. We don't know if it's going to happen. Diddy versus JD in a versus battle. Now, in your opinion, who do you have?
Me, in my opinion, I like them both, but I got Diddy though. Like, you know what I mean? Diddy got some hits, you know, he got some good hits. Jermaine Dupri got some. It's gonna be a good one, like, you know what I mean? I was into verses, like when it first came out, I was into it. But you know, it kind of like, you know, got watered down once Outside opened back up. It was like, you know, I mean, but the best one to me was the Lox and Dipset. That was the best one to me.
You know yes, sir.
So
now, I'm me personally. You saying I'm gonna ask you. You said who won that one?
With the Lox and Dipset?
Yeah.
The Lox, D Block. There was no like they came up prepared. You know what I mean? The Dipset was all over the place. You know what I mean? Everybody know over the years they had their little issues with each other, but they made up, they reconciled, whatever. You know what I mean? But you know, the Lox is more prepared. The Lox came, you know what I mean, more, and then Kiss by itself. You
Yeah.
know, so it was just too, you know.
Mhm. Now, you said as a fan of hip hop, you saying you got certain fans that you saying don't mind karaoke, you saying concerts, and you got you
Yeah,
saying certain fans that want. I want to hear you. I didn't pay my money. I want to hear you.
yeah,
Where
yeah.
do you fall on the spectrum, or does it not matter?
I mean, now if I'm paying for some big tickets, I want to hear you. Like, you know what I mean, I want to, like, you know what I mean, but you know, a lot of people got their own preference. What you know what I mean, but for me, yeah, I want to hear you. I want to, like, you know what I mean, see for all these years, can you do what you
Mm,
do? Like, you know what I mean. So if I'm going to go see a singer, I want to, I want to know if you can really sing. Like, you know what I mean. You feel what I'm saying? Because you know what I mean. Rapping, I want you to remember your lyrics. You know what I mean. I don't want you to go up there and you feel what I'm saying. So you know,
okay. You saying now we're gonna switch gears again, but you said it's gonna state it's gonna preface music, but you said
yeah.
it's like I saw a quote on actually it was a meme on Facebook. Somebody said that you didn't ask Beyonce for you said a discount on the $2,500 tickets you spent. Why is you asking for a discount on my business?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you hear a quote like that, you said, how does that hit you?
Or I'll probably share it back. Like, you know what I mean? I'll probably repost it, like, because that's true. Like, you know what I mean? You got you got you got your friends do that all the time. You got your family. You know what I mean? They'll go and purchase something. They they'll know that you got a clothing business, but they'll
Mm,
go purchase something else. Like, you know what I mean? Feel what I'm saying? Something the same thing that you can have the same thing, but they'll go purchase that other thing because it's more popular.
mm.
That's what it is. Like, you know what I
Now,
mean?
now I'm gonna give you a quote, and you can say you could take this, you said, and you run with it. I actually got it from my brother DJ Ace Boogie. Shout out to my brother DJ Ace Boogie.
Okay.
But he was like, y'all asking for discounts on you said on my business, but you said motherfuckers go in Goodwill every day and will pay whatever the price is posted on that item, forgetting that Goodwill got everything in their store for free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's I mean, like I said, it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like I support so many people, and it's like I said, you say don't be surprised when you see my name come across. You saying because I didn't order something because I trust and believe it's coming. You see,
All right.
I'm a support. You know what I'm saying? It's like I look at you saying like especially people with you saying with visions and you saying that have a drive and like I said that name alone and you saying the fact that you saying like I could soon as Slim kept saying it, it just like she was pounding it in my head, pounding it in my head, pounding it in my head. And after we get off here, I'm definitely gonna send you that interview because she must have said keep fucking hustling like 110 times. To the point where I'm getting deep, like, what's keep fucking hustling? I'm like, I don't
Keep
know. I'm
fuck-
about to find out. You know what I'm saying? So
Whatever you do in life, don't stop. Just keep fucking hustling, man. Like, you know what I mean? That's it.
mhm. And you said now, like in 5 years, where do you see yourself? You saying with this brand right here, where do you see yourself?
Well, this in 5 years, this
Mhm.
brand's gonna be in local stores. Like, you know what I mean? It's gonna be in like, you know, it's gonna be in stores like Jimmy Jazz. It's gonna be in stores like that. Like, you know what I mean? So, you know, um, if not, I have my own. You feel what I'm saying? I have my own store in 5 years. Like, you know what I mean? Because that's what I'm really working on. I'm working on trying to get my own. So, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? But yeah, 5 years, man. Look out for this, man. You know what I mean, it's coming. You know what I mean? Right
Yeah,
now, you can get all this right now on kfhfashions.com. So,
yeah, definitely, definitely. Now I did want to ask you. You said, "Oh, how did you come up with the logo?"
I mean, oh my brother made this logo right here.
Mhm.
My brother in Ohio, know what I
Mhm.
mean? Raheem, know what I mean? Raheem Creative, know what I mean? Yeah, he made that logo for me because I was like, I was like, bro, because I was using words at first, keep fucking hustling. So I was like, bro, I need a logo.
Mhm.
And that's what he do because he graduated Ohio Media School. So, you know what I mean? He's good with the graphics and that's who do the magazine. My brother do the magazine from scratch, you know what I mean? Because they the owners of it out there in Ohio. So, what I mean? But my brother made the logo. Keep fucking hustling.
You said, well, I definitely like it. You said it's
You know what I mean?
definitely like even saying it's like you saying we all have so many you saying eclectic you saying things that we can bring to the table. You
Yeah.
say so like when you like when you're bringing new people onto your team, like what's the first thing you're looking for as far as your team goes?
Um, First I'm looking for, consistency, loyalty, like you know what I mean. If I'm saying, and see if you could do your job, like me. So if I hire you to do some camera work, I want you to do the camera work. You know what I mean. If I
Mhm.
hire you to do, you know, if I hire you to do some printing work, you know what I mean, because I got the machines to print the clothes. You know what I mean. I expect you to do it. So I look for that. You know what I mean. Like when I'm trying to put somebody on the team, you know what I mean. First, you gotta be all in on what I'm doing. You know. So that's why it's just me. It's just me on the team, and Lenora's on the team. She's a top model for me. You know what I mean? The brand ambassador.
Mhm.
She talks about keep fucking hustle all the time. So salute to Slim Goody model, You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah, definitely.
so
Now you saying like a lot of people you saying like will bring family in, and a lot of people will give family. You said like but we all got that one family member that's the fuck up. You said no matter what they do, they fuck it up.
yeah, I
You
know.
said, and a lot of people, you said they will literally run their own business into the ground just trying to be loyal to family. You said, and
Yeah.
it's nothing wrong with being loyal to family at all. But you said it's like if you had a family member that was basically you saying tarnishing your brand, what's some advice that you would give somebody on getting that person away from your business before they crash your ship?
Oh, you gotta get away from them. You gotta part ways. Once you see it happen, they say if you give them a chance, okay. First time, all right. You see it happen the second time, I won't wait for the third time because it's like, you know, it's time for you to go now. You feel what I'm saying? So I just tell them to let them go, part ways, and just don't let it keep going forever. You know.
Do you saying that like with that? Like would you feel like a sense of like you're betraying your family? You said by doing that, or you said or
Oh no, I put you on already. I gave you a job and you missed the light. No, no, I mean, because I put you on already. Like you know what I mean. I gave you a job. I gave you something to do, and if you mess up, that's on you. And it's time to part ways. I gotta get somebody else for a job, or I just have to do extra work.
right? You said now look now we all believe in redemption. Do you think you said is there a possibility say something like that happened? Do you think
Yeah,
there's a chance they could redeem themselves down the line, or is it like once I cut you off, I'm done with you?
we gotta see. I gotta see your actions. I gotta see, what you've been doing. You know, once I let you go, I gotta see what you've been doing after I let you go. Like if you
Yeah.
just been hanging around, then you can't come back, man. You gotta find something else to do. But if you've been positive, you've been trying, you've been showing me that you know, made a mistake, that you learned from your mistake, and want to come back, then yeah, you know what I mean.
Mhm.
It's always, redemption, and they could come back if they doing the right thing.
Absolutely. Now you just said it's like a lot of people you saying don't have you saying that strong mindset that where they can do that. You saying a lot of people you saying don't have the patience, and things like that. But hey, like I said, you said if you paid attention to anything in this interview, because we've been giving you gems throughout the entire thing. You said you said show you guys how you said how to start a business, how to
Mhm.
maintain a business. You said have aspirational goals towards the future. You said, and before we get up out of here, like what's you said the last few words of motivation that you would give to somebody that's watching you right now that wants to you saying come up as well.
I mean, I'll just tell them whatever you're doing, whatever your dream, don't get up on it. Focus on that. You know what I mean? If you're in school, focus on school. Um, Whatever you're doing, you just gotta focus on it. Don't never give up. Like I said, whatever you do in life, don't stop. Just keep fucking hustling. That's what you gotta do. Like, you know what I mean? You can't stop. You gotta grind. You gotta keep the determination, the motivation in your life. You know what I mean? So we get to that next level. So that's what I'll let everybody know right there.
Amen to that. Now, last thing before we get up out of here, give everybody your socials, how they can get in contact with you, and how they can pick up some merch to keep fucking hustling.
You can hit me up, you know what I mean, on IG. Mr. Keep F Hustling is on IG. On Facebook is Fire Rock, Keep F Hustling. You know what I mean? You go to the website, kfhfashions.com. Go to richhustleapparel.com, get all your merch, get everything. You know what I mean? You know, so thanks for having me on. And, you know what I mean? I'm be on again, you know what I mean? Because
you better fucking know it. Yes, sir.
Beginning. Yeah.
Now, with all that being said, if you guys like this video, make sure you smash that like button, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss another video. Without further ado, I love you. Lil Dub loves you. Mr. Keep fucking Hustling himself loves you. We out of here, man. Peace.
Peace, baby.
The boy Dub Deuce in the building.